Most people who want to start a YouTube channel in 2026 are going to do one of two things. They are either going to overthink it for 6 months and never actually start, or they are going to jump in without a real plan, post a few videos, get frustrated when nothing happens, and quietly disappear. And both of those outcomes have the same root cause. Nobody showed them exactly what to do from day one in a way that actually works right now. Because starting a faceless channel in 2026 is not the same as starting one in 2023. The platform is different. The competition is different. The tools are better. The bar for what YouTube considers original valuable content is higher, and the creators who are building real audiences and real income right now are operating with a completely different playbook than the one most beginner tutorials are still teaching. I'm Stickman Noah, and today I will be walking you through exactly how to start a faceless YouTube channel in 2026 step by step, what to do first, what tools to use, what mistakes to avoid from day one, and how to set the channel up in a way that actually has a chance of growing into something real. Let us start before you open a single app or create a single piece of content. The foundation of every successful faceless channel is not a tool or a workflow or a posting schedule. It is a clear answer to one question. Who is this channel for, and what specific problem does it solve for them? That sounds simple, but most people gloss over it and go straight to picking a niche based on what seems profitable or what they have seen other channels doing, and that is exactly where the problem starts. A niche is not enough. Productivity is a niche, finance is a niche, and AI tools is a niche. But a channel for freelance designers who want to use AI to cut their production time in half. That is a channel with a specific audience and a specific promise. That specificity is what makes YouTube's algorithm understand exactly who to show your content to. It is what makes a viewer land on your channel and immediately feel like this was made for me, and it is what makes every content decision easier because you always know who you are talking to and what they need from you. Before you do anything else, spend real time on this. Go into the niches you are considering and look at the comment sections of the biggest channels. Find the questions that keep coming up. Look for the frustrations that keep getting expressed. Find the gaps between what those channels are delivering and what the audience is still asking for. That gap is where your channel lives. You are not building another version of what already exists. You are building the channel that fills what is missing. Once you know exactly who you are serving and what you are offering them, you are ready to set up the channel itself. Keep the setup simple and do not let it become a reason to delay. You need a channel name that is clear and memorable and relevant to your niche. You need a logo and banner that look clean and professional. Canva has templates that take 20 minutes to customize into something that works. Your About section should explain specifically what your channel covers and who it is for in 2 or 3 clear sentences. You are not launching a corporation. You are starting a channel. The branding will evolve as the channel grows. Right now, clean and consistent is the only standard you need to hit. Now let us talk about the content strategy, because this is where most new faceless channels make the mistake that costs them months of wasted effort. Your first 10 videos are not about going viral. They are not about hitting your monetization threshold. They are about figuring out what your specific audience responds to and building a feedback loop between your content and that audience's behavior. Every video you post in the early stage is a test. You are testing topics, angles, formats, hook styles, video lengths. You are gathering data about what your audience clicks on, what they stay for, what they share, and what they ignore. That data is the most valuable thing your channel generates in the first 3 months, more valuable than the views themselves. So your first 10 videos should cover the broadest range of your niche that still feels cohesive. Do not post 10 videos on the same narrow topic. Cover different angles, different problems, different aspects of what your audience cares about. You're casting a wide net within your specific territory to find out which parts of it resonate most strongly. Then once you see which videos are performing, which topics are getting higher click-through rates and stronger retention, you double down on those and let the underperforming directions go. This is how you build a content strategy from real data instead of guesswork, and it is the difference between a channel that finds its footing quickly and one that spins in place for a year wondering why nothing is connecting. Now let's talk about the workflow. Because for a faceless channel, the system you use to produce content is quite important. Start with research and validation before you script a single video. Confirm that there is real demand for the topic. Search it on YouTube and look for videos with over 100,000 views on that subject. If the demand is proven, watch the top performing videos on that topic. Find the questions people are still asking after watching. Look for what was not covered. That becomes your unique angle on the topic. From there, you move into scripting, and this is where VidAI changes the game for faceless creators in 2026. The research and outlining phase of video creation used to be where most of your time went. VidAI compresses that entire process down dramatically. You feed it your topic, the reference videos you found in your research, and it builds you a structured script foundation with hook, body, and call to action already in place. For voiceover, 11 Labs is the standard in 2026. The quality gap between 11 Labs and every other AI voice tool is significant enough that it affects retention. Viewers are more perceptive than most creators give them credit for. A robotic voice that sounds like it is reading rather than speaking will push people toward the exit faster than almost any other factor. Pick a voice that fits the tone of your channel, something that sounds natural and engaged. Use it consistently across every video. Consistency in voice builds familiarity, and familiarity builds trust, even with an AI voice. For visuals, you need to move past the model of dropping in the first stock footage result that comes up for each keyword. Every other faceless channel using pixels and pixabays pulling from the same libraries and producing content that looks visually identical. You need a creative layer that makes your visuals distinctly yours. Mix stock footage with screen recordings when the topic calls for it. Use custom text overlays and motion graphics that reinforce the key points. Add captions because a significant portion of YouTube viewers watch with sound off or at low volume, and captions keep them watching. Create a visual style that is recognizable as your channel and not interchangeable with everyone else in your niche. For editing, CapCut and DaVinci Resolve are both strong options, depending on your familiarity with editing software. The goal with editing on a faceless channel is pacing. You want the video to move. Dead air, slow transitions, sections where nothing is happening visually or orally. Those are the moments where viewers leave. Cut everything that does not serve the point the video is making at that moment. A 10-minute video that moves well will always retain better than a 15-minute video with padding. Thumbnails are not the last step. They are part of the strategy from the beginning. Before you finish scripting a video, you should already know what the thumbnail concept is going to be, because your thumbnail and your title are the entire reason someone watches the video in the first place. High contrast background, bold readable text, a single clear visual element that communicates the promise of the video at a glance. Use Canva templates or AI image generation tools like Nano Banana Pro. Google Gemini has got a free version for that. Now let us talk about monetization, because the approach you take here from day one matters more than most people realize. Do not wait for AdSense. The YouTube Partner Program requires 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, and for a new channel that is months away at minimum, but you can start generating income from your very first video through affiliate marketing. Every video you make should be solving a specific problem for a specific person, and almost every problem has a tool, a product, or a service that helps solve it. Link to those things genuinely and relevantly in your description. When someone watches your video, clicks your link, and signs up for a tool you recommended, you get paid. Your subscriber count is irrelevant. What matters is the trust you built and the relevance of what you recommended. As your channel grows, you add digital products, direct sponsorships, and eventually AdSense on top of the affiliate income you already built. You are not building toward monetization. You are building a business from day one with monetization as one of several income streams rather than the single finish line. Here is the honest reality about starting a faceless channel in 2026. The window is not closed, but it is narrower than it was. YouTube is scrutinizing faceless content more carefully than it ever has. The channels that are growing are the ones that are treating this as a real creative endeavor with a real audience in mind. But the bar for what counts as original valuable content has risen to match. That is actually good news if you are approaching this the right way, not a content generation machine pointed at trending topics. The tools are better than they have ever been. The barrier to producing professional quality content without being on camera has never been lower. And if you have not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. This channel is dedicated entirely to helping you grow on YouTube. Understand how the platform actually works and build something from it. Every single week I am putting out content, and if there is a specific topic you want me to cover, leave that in the comments.